Told me to record. So recording is on. All right.
So, Nayan, whatever code we write, does it get saved, or like next time
Yeah,
when
yeah,
you open, will
yeah,
it be
yeah.
there?
You see, I have lots of notebooks here. So each and every notebook will be saved, and you can open it. It will be directly linked to your Google account. Everything will be stored. So no worries.
Okay. Yeah.
So each classes no codes you can try on your own, and then you can just practice it.
Yes. Thanks.
Could you guys speak something? Wait. Desktop sound is not good. I think.
Hey, sorry, and I'm new to this Google Colab, so uh, I just opened it. Now
Yeah.
it says new notebook. Should I? Uh, is it some kind of folder structure? Does it have, or like if I'm starting it new, how should I?
If you are in your system, then you can share your screen, and I can guide you. So that will be easier for others also to have a reference.
Yeah, let me share my screen.
So I am Mike. Desktop.
Is my screen visible?
Yeah. Yes. So don't open a notebook right now. You can just open the file. Open the file. The file you go and
Okay.
just create a new notebook. Yeah, new notebook in Drive. That's it.
Yeah.
Mm, it's the desktop. The desktop is trying to catch something or not. I have to check. Okay, that's fine. Hey, Swayam, good to see you, man.
And
All
then,
right. I just I just started with the Python online Python ID with the Google Colab. That's it. So that everyone can practice on the live thing.
oh,
Ah,
great.
right.
Do I
I
have to
mostly use
select
Visual
anything?
Studio only.
Act-
Oh, sorry?
Actually, yeah. Who was saying something? Someone saying?
No, I'm not saying anything.
Okay.
So, for
Okay.
Python, do we have to select something specific here? Like, how does it understand what we are writing? Do we
I'll
have to
show.
use the
I'll
right
show
time?
those things. Yeah. I'll show those things. For
Okay.
now, you just keep
Yeah.
just on the right hand side. You can see one connect. Right. You just keep it. You just click on it. Other because it takes a little bit time. The connect one, the right hand side, the right
Okay.
top,
Oh, this one.
just below. Yeah. This one because it takes a little bit time to load. So once I show you, it will be easier for you. All right. You
Oh,
can stop your screen. I will share my screen and then I will show.
yeah, sure. Thanks, man.
Sure. No problem. Okay. So let's recording. I am recording the session on in my OBS, and I will be uploading that. I will be sending whatever needs to be done. I'll do it. I'll discuss it with Swayam, and Sagar what to do. Let's start. So
no, man.
the first thing is just the basic. Let's suppose we all don't know anything what a programming language is. Let's just start as a completely noobs, right? Just a small explanation or small so generally, when we talk among ourselves, we use any kind of languages, right? Hindi, English, Tamil, Telugu, anything, right? So computers also need some kind of language to understand things, right? But a computer is a machine; it's not a human being, right? And machines don't work like that. Internally, machines work actually with electric pulses. So there will be some signals here and there, and it will go. Electric pulses or voltage is actually what the computer understands. The voltage, the fluctuation. Now, in order to differentiate what voltage it understands, there are two voltages. One is high and one is low, which is actually interpreted as zeros and ones. So zeros and ones are nothing. These are actually high and low voltages, which the electrical circuits of the motherboard of the computer of the CPU actually understands, right? Now this is the entire combination. Now there were in the initial stages when the computers were developed, when the computers were developed at that time, it was like massive zeros and ones. These are bits and bits of codes which they were understanding, but it was not so possible for the next people, the people who were coming, right? It would have taken a lot of time. So they developed many languages on top of these bits and bytes. Now other languages how they function and Python how it functions internally, it's very different, right? So basically what happens when you type something, there is a compiler here, there is a compiler inside, right? So that compiler understands it and makes it into a bytecode, and then the machine runs on it. That's what the basic system works, how it works on basically on the main languages like C, C++. Those are very fast languages because the compiler directly talks on on the hardware. On the hardware, it directly talks because the code actually has to be understood by the hardware, right? At the end. But how Python works is Python needs another medium as an interpreter because Python is so readable for humans that it is a little bit difficult for the computer to understand. So that's why it needs another layer which is called an interpreter. Now, what this interpreter does it translates the entire code. It translates the entire code in a way so that there is some kind of system so that the compiler understands. Now, then the code goes to the compiler. Compiler tries to understand, then it transforms into bytecode. Now, that bytecode would have been handled directly talk to the hardware. But in C, what happens is, sorry, in Python, what happens is it again needs another platform which is called the Python virtual box. So there is something called Python virtual system in where the Python runs and then it shows us the output. So little bit of messy here and there, but that's nothing. It's just the gist of it. It's not that of important. That's why people say right Python is slower because of this, because of layers of how it actually works. But if you see the time of executions of C and C++, those are like very fast. If you consider the entire workflow how it actually works. Now these languages, what we do is very understandable by humans, but and then the computer can understand. Now every language has some syntax, right? In that way computer also have syntaxes. So this is not some kind of Google document, right? We just write something and the computer understands. So there is a something called interpreter where we will write our things so that the computer understands. Now the main part starts, which we will start with what we will say as the operators. First, we will start with the computer operators. Sorry, the binary. Just give me 1 second. Is my notebook visible, guys? Just give me that. My notebook is visible, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay. I will write a few things here just for the reference, and then I will show you in the computer also. Now, so first of all, we will deal with operators. Now, what is an operator and what does it do? So we do various kind of operations, right? Plus, minus, addition, division, subtraction, multiplication, multiplication. These are all called operations, right? Now, the entire operator, these are all called as operators. And upon which the operator works, upon some values, let's suppose 4 plus 5. These are called operands. And this is what we call as operator. And this entire thing is in operation, right? Now, there are two basic parts. There are two main things which can happen. Two parts of operators. One is binary operator, which needs two operands, and one is unary operators. One unary operator which need only one operand. If you guys don't, if you guys think I'm going fast, or if you don't try to understand if there is any issue, just tell me. I'll just work on it. Don't worry. So these are the basic operators in operation. Now the second thing is now the main thing is arithmetic. What kind of operators are there? First is arithmetic operator. So which are arithmetic operators? Plus, minus, multiplication, division. These are double things which I will explain. So these three things are the basic things that we do. This one is called as float division. All right. This one is called as integer division. This one is modulus, and this one is exponent. So float division, what it does is, what are float? There are some data types. There are some data types that we understand. So if we write one number, if we write one number, what that number? How do we say? In basic maths, we say as integers, right? And we say decimals, right? So integers are the numbers from negative to positive whole numbers. So -3, -4, 0, 1, 2, 3. So all these things are the basic integers. In maths also, and here also these are told as integers, right? Now in maths we have -3.0, 4.0, 5.0. So these 5.5. So these are decimals, but in computer we call them as float, right? Now what happens is, if we do 10 divided by 3, what it will output? It will output as 3.333333333, right? So what it does is, this is a float, right? So this entire thing gives us a float. So this is a float division. This is called float division. Even though even though we had divided by 2, even though if we had divided by 10 by 2, we would not have gotten 5. We would have gotten 5.0, because this entire thing works as a float division. All right, clear guys? Any thumbs up, any reaction, anything?
Yes, no, it's clear.
Yes. Okay. Now everything. So yeah, in between, if you give a few thumbs up, it it helps me in understanding that you guys are understanding, you're able to follow. Then the main thing which we consider, which we think would have become a float in integer division was this double slash. So this gives us the main integer value, the base value, which is also called the floor value, which we will understand in a little bit later. All right. So whatever the value comes, it will just remove the extra zeros and all these things. It will just give us the base value of that. And 10 modulo, what modulo gives? Modulo just gives after dividing whatever the remainder is there. So if we just do 10 divided by 3, so it's 9. This one is what it returns. So this is what does the modulo operator. All right. So that's it. And do I need to show these things in the collab? Do you guys want me to show this in collab? These operations?
Uh, don't need from my side. Like, others can
Sure.
comment.
Okay. I'll show these things together. I'll show these things together. No problem. Now, when we do some operations between different type of data types. So this integer, this float, these are all called data types, right? Now, if we do a float plus float, what is the general instances? It will give us a float, right? Then float plus int. It also gives float, right? Because 3 plus 5 plus 3 plus 3 gives 6.8. Then 3.5 plus 3 will give 6.5. So these are all float, right? Now, int divided by float. What is this thing? This is a float division. This is a float division. Whatever is there, it won't care. Anyway, it will give us a float output, right? Then float by float. This will also give us a float, right? And then int by int. What do you guys say? What this will give? What kind of output this will give? Int by int.
float if it is a floor
Float only.
division.
Yeah, because the float division is there. So this depends on this, not the operator, only on the operand it depends. Okay. Then int divided by int, what it will give? It will give int, but int double slash by float. Tell me what it will give. Will it depend on this one?
I think it's float.
Yeah, it's float because 10 double slash by 2.5 will give 4.0, not 4, because this is float. So this was not dependent on this, but this is dependent on this. This is completely dependent on this. Only if both are int values, only then it will give us an int. If any of this side is a float, even the int division will also give us a float value. All right. Now exponential operator. Don't think, guys, this won't be needed. These things like basic maths thing. Plus, we might recall our high school days, but yeah, these things are needed in DS in a few questions. So yeah, just be there. So if x exponent y, it generally means x to the power y, right? So if we write 5 float 2, we get 5 square, which is 25, right? Then 5, sorry, it does not go on top, it goes side by side. Are you guys aware of if the power is -1? Do you guys know what the concept lies ahead? What does it move towards? What the answer is? Any one of you guys? 5 power -1?
It's 1/5, right?
Yeah, it's 1/5. So it will give us point 2, right? So what value is this one? So 5, this one is a float value, right? Because 0 0.2 is a float value, right? Now, let's suppose, so tell me guys, root 2, let's suppose root 9. What do you guys say the value of this one would be if it is root 9?
I think it comes as float, right? 3.0.
Yeah, yes, 3.0 because it becomes 9 into zero point 0.5. When the 0.5's game comes, that means it becomes 3.0. So square roots are not integers because we got in our maths, right, the square numbers are called irrational numbers, right? So these are not in they are the one not these are not integers. uh, Even if 5.0 power 2 is there, what output it will give? It will give a float output, right? Because this is a float. So these are a few things which the compilers we just need to be aware of. We don't need to assign in like C in C what would have done if this output we have to know if this would have given this kind of output, then we would have to assign the output variable where we are going to store this one as int of float. But here this internally handles all those things. We don't need to assign anything. Next, we will dive little bit deeper into integer division. So, in integer division, so actually what happens is when we do x integer division by y, it actually takes floor value of x, float value of y. Now let's understand what is a floor value. Floor gives us the biggest integer lesser than the value. All right. That means what? If we have a floor of 3.2. What is the biggest integer lesser than this value? Biggest integer I am asking. What is the integer value just below this one? Just below 3.2. It is 3, right? Similarly, if we do floor of 10.3, what is the integer just below this one? 10, right? Now, just let's try to get this thing. If it is a negative number, if it is a negative number, then what do we do? If the number is floor of minus 2.5, what is the number just lesser than 2.5? Someone give me an answer. You can use the chat also to answer this one.
It's -3.
Yes, it's minus 3. So, uh, how it becomes minus 3, guys? Because negative numbers, the bigger the number is, the smaller it is in value, right? So, 2 point minus 2.5, just the next smaller number is 3, minus 3. So, if we see in a number line, if you see in a number line, then you can visualize better. So what did we have? First we had 2.5, let's suppose. This was 2.5. So the biggest number just below this one was 2, right? So the floor value of 2.5 was 2. But let's suppose we are here, minus 2.5. So what is the smallest number? What is the biggest number just smaller than, just lesser than this one? Minus 3. So it goes like this. It goes like this. So these are the smaller. So everything is smaller on the left hand side, right? Next is integer divisions. We had all those things. So okay, guys, give me the answer in the chat. What will be this one? What is the answer for this one? Either you can unmute and say, or you can use the chat also. Yes, it's minus 6. How minus 6? Because it would have become minus 6.6666. So floor value of this is minus 7, not minus 6. That's where you got trapped, right? Because just the number which was smaller than minus 6.666 is minus 7, not minus 6. Minus 6 is a greater value. Minus 6 is a greater value. Minus 7 is the just smaller value than minus 666. All right. So not minus 6. Sorry, I also affirmed you. Slip of the tongue. Clear, guys? So when the minus comes and when the smaller value, in negative values, the bigger number lesser than this is the small, the number itself looks like big, but its value is lesser. So we'll uh, go for the lesser value, right? Now we have modulus modulus operator. In modulus operator, we have seen x modulus y is the remainder of x by y. Now, there are two important things here to understand. If x is positive, then the answer is remainder of x by y. Okay. But if x is negative, then the answer is y minus x modulo y. Okay. So if we have 10 modulo 3, we get 1. If we have 26 modulo 5, we get 1. But if we have minus 10 modulo 3, we get 3 minus 10 modulo 3, okay, which is 3 minus 1, which is equal to 2. All right, guys, understood? So in minus, we have to be a little bit careful. If the entire thing is in negative, so we have to be careful. So on your also just on a side note, you just try to do this one and give me the answer in chat or unmute. What will be the answer for this one? Minus 40 by minus 40 by 8. Why 3? Akash, why 3? Could you unmute and explain?
It's 40 by 8, right?
Yeah,
Not
it's
40 by
it's
3.
40 40 by 8 8. Yeah, 8 8. Yeah, it looked very good. Good. Okay. So it is 8 minus 40 modulo 8. What is the answer here? What will be the answer here? Is it 5? Yes, it's 8 because it has no remainder. It has zero remainder, right? So 8 minus 0 is 8. Correct? Got it? All right. So, what do you say, guys? Until here, should we try on the editor, on the text editor? Should we check a few of this? What do you say?
Yeah, 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 we can check.
Right. So, it's clear, right, guys? You can see my screen. Okay. So, if someone was not there when you started, so this is a Google Colab. You can just open it, log in with your account, and then you can just start. You can go to File and a new notebook in Drive, and you can see. So it's there. Then let's suppose let's start with the basic things. 10 integer division by 3. What does it give? 3. 10 float division by 3. It gives float, right? 10 modulo 3. It gives 1, right? Then 10 integer division by a float. Integer division by a float is a float, right? Then and so this was the case, integer float division integer. This is a float. Now we will do uh, integer integer division by an integer. This will give us an integer, but integer divided by a float. This will give us a float value. Then exponential, the basic exponential 5 is 25, right? This much you understood. If 5 minus 1, this will give us zero point 0.2, right? And let's see the root values. The root values are, I can write 0.5, I can write -1, same thing, right? Sorry, -1 I cannot write. I have to write my zero point 0.5 only. Then, yes, this one. Okay, let me see if it has floor. I think it should have floor. Yeah, it does not have floor. Floor is just a concept. So, as I told you, okay. So, -20 integer divided by 3. This one we got confused, right? This one -6. We told -6, right? It's not -6, it's -7. Then uh, this one is modulo 1. Now let's see the -10 modulo 3. It's 2, right? 3 minus 10 modulo 3, which is 3 minus 2, which is 2. Correct? And -40 divided by 8. Okay. It's coming 0. Okay, this is 0 because this is the entire number. But okay.
I think it is the exact fraction. That's
It is
why.
the exact fraction. That's why. Sorry, guys.
Uh,
Sorry. Yeah. So yeah, we got to learn one proper thing. If it's the exact number, then minus won't matter actually. Yes. In other case, it will be then. But if it is minus, let's see for other examples also to be clear. -9 modulo 3 is 0. Correct? If we had given -9 modulo 2, then we would have gotten 1 because 2 minus 9 modulo 2, 9 modulo 2 is 1, 2 minus 1 is 1. So, yeah. So this one we have to understand. So, if a number divides completely, then minus x modulo y will be y minus x modulo y plus modulo. Okay, great. Till here all clear, guys, right? Next is we won't do this plus minus, right? We will do a little bit of more complex things, correct? So once you do a little bit more complex things, then it will be then we need some kind of preference, right? So in basic maths, in general maths, if we do 2 plus 2 by 2, what do we get? Well, how do we do it first? What is the first preference? This one, right? It was called BODMAS, right? So in BODMAS, we would have done the brackets, then the order, that is the exponent, then division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction, right? So similarly, here also, first the first preference is in this entire operation. First is division, then it is plus. Okay, so first this division will be done, and then the addition will be done. Okay, now in BODMAS, first is bracket, then order, then division, then multiplication, then addition, then subtraction, right? So here we change little bit. We say here it is as PEMDAS, but here little bit it gets changed. So it is parenthesis. Parenthesis is the same. Exponent is the same. Just here the multiplication takes more preference than division, and addition and subtraction is the same. So if they are like this, oh sorry, these two are different. So everything goes, see, if parenthesis, that is bracket is there, then this will be first done, then this will be first done. Then if multiplication is there and division is also there, then multiplication will be done first, then division will be done first. These are of the these are of the same criteria, on the same thing. And addition and subtraction is also same thing. But if both are there, then we will always do lower in precedence. So this like this the precedence goes down, right? So whichever has the highest precedence, it will be done. So in the programming language, the multiplication will be done before division, addition will be done before subtraction. That's the clear. This is there, just this gets interchanged, this one, right? Now division and same thing, division and multiplication has same preference, has same order of precedence, sorry. And addition and subtraction has the same order of precedence. But in case we have the same precedence, we just move from left to right. All clear, guys? This much till here. So if you have a notebook, please give me this answer: 10 minus 4 to 2 plus 5 minus 6 by 2. Able to see? 10 minus 4 into 2. Even if
হেল্ল', নহয় ৰে, ভাত চাত খাই বাচন চাচন ধুই উঠলো। তাৰপাছত আৰু পেচাব চেচাব কৰি আহি বিচনা চিচনাত এই জাষ্ট উঠছো মাত্ৰ। পঁচিছ হ'ল, মই মিছ কলহে পালোঁ। ফোনটো মোৰ ভাইব্ৰেশ্যনত আছিল, গম নাপাওঁ কেনেকৈ কৰে। তাৰপিছত মিছ কলটো 25 মিনিট হ'ল নেকি। ভাত খাইছা? বৰষুণ আনছে না ইফালে? বৰষুণ বৰষুণ আনা নাই ইফালে? বৰষুণ আনব হেন পাওঁ দে, কোৱাক লাগি। দে দে, দে হ'ব দে। কো দিওঁ ৰ এতিয়া দিওঁ ৰ, পাহৰিছোঁ দে। নালগে নালগে, এই 12টাৰ পাছত দিম দে। তেতিয়া কালিৰ পৰা আহি যাব দে।
what is this? Guys, anyone is there or not? I'm not able to get any kind of response. Is my network there? You guys are
Yeah,
gone.
yeah, and I
Okay,
already put
okay,
that in the chat.
okay. Sorry, I was not able to get the response, man. Was my network gone, or did you go somewhere? Okay, okay,
No,
you're there,
yeah,
right?
yeah, you're audible. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, I didn't get it
Yeah,
actually. So
yeah. Which one? Which part?
10,
Which part?
10. So initially, like 4 into 2, 8, and 6
Yes,
divided
8,
by 2, 3. That's fine.
3.0,
And next is,
3.0.
yes, 3.0.
Uh,
And next step should be 8 plus 5, right?
no. 8 is minus, na. You see the symbol, you see the sign here. 8 is minus. Only the positive numbers are 10 and 5. So 10 plus 5, 15 will come.
Uh, okay.
8 is 8. What is the sign in front of 8? 10 minus 8 plus
Yes.
5
5,
minus 3.0.
0.
So what do we write? 10 plus 5 minus 8 minus 3. Only the positive signs will be together, right? And negatives will be together, right?
Okay. Okay, got it.
15 minus 8 minus 3.0. 7 minus 3.0, 4.0. All right?
Hmm. Yeah, now I understood.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, hi, Nan. Sorry, I was not able
Hi.
to speak. Yeah. So I just wanted
Yes.
to ask. So in this case, the lower means division or subtraction. You meant that takes precedence, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Means we
So,
have to
yes.
the
So,
one with minus signs and division signs. We have to take them first. You mean?
not the minus. No. Positive should be done. See, precedence who is more? Addition is more than subtraction, right?
Okay.
Addition is more than subtraction, right? So the more
Yeah.
right we go, the lower the precedence. If both the same precedence level is same, then we will go from left to right. Whichever has
Okay.
lower precedence will come later, and whichever is the higher, it will come first. So what we do is, so this is I am just segregating the 10 and 5, but this
Yeah.
one
That.
will be doing first. Yeah. This one will be done first, then this one will be done.
No. Joe. Basically, my question is that what's like the table you draw, that is the difference between our general BODMAS rule and this, right?
Oh, yeah, it has only multiplication division. That's it. In our general maths, division takes precedence over multiplication, but here multiplication takes over division. That's it.
Okay, okay. Only multiplication and division are the changes, right?
Yeah. Rest are same. Rest are same.
Okay, okay.
Hmm. All right. In between, I thought you guys you guys were not there, or maybe my connection got down. I was like just asking your names. Okay. All right. Okay. Next one. Last one. Last one is 11 plus 2 minus 4 exponent 11 modulo 4. Okay, give me the answer for this one. Last one. 11 plus 2 minus 4 exponent 11 modulo 4. Yes, correct. So because this is a parenthesis, so this will be doing here 13 minus 4. This is a parenthesis. This will be doing 3. This is what? 9. So 9 exponent 3, 729. Correct. Okay. Now let's try to understand the Boolean things. This one I will directly show you in the system with their diagram. My screen is there, right? So what does Boolean do? Boolean gives us the true or false value of the value, whatever value we have. Okay. So if let's suppose A has an hello. Hello is a string, right? It's a sequence of letters. Now if I just write bull of A, bull of A, what it what should it do? It is giving hello because why it is giving hello? Because A is not empty. Okay. So Boolean is like the Boolean true or false. That means it exists or not. So in Python, every number is true except for zero. If I just give Boolean of zero, then then only it will give us false. Other than that, it will always give us true. See? But if we write any other number, minus 10, book, see? Minus, plus, division, whatever it is, minus 5.7, everything is true. All right. Another interesting thing, every non-empty string is true in Boolean. So number, whatever you give, other than zero, everything will be true. And in terms of strings, the strings this hello that I gave you, only the empty strings will be false. Other than that, everything is true. Now let's try to understand this one. When I said empty string, now you guys give me the response. This is an empty string or not? Is this an empty string?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, correct. So this should give false. Okay.
Yeah.
Next, what about this one? What about this one? Is this an empty string?
Uh,
Hmm, looks like, but I think there is something.
Yeah. So this space that we have, this space actually means there is a white space, so it is not an empty string. See, it is giving true. So
Okay.
white space has an ASCII value attached to it. Because it has an ASCII value attached to it, it does not give you the false. Okay. So it will understand that there is something I may not see, but this, because there is nothing inside in this one. So this is an, so this one we can consider as an empty string. Other than that, whatever you give, bull, if I give you false, what should this one give? True or false?
True.
True. Correct. Because this is a string. Now, one thing. So bull we got, right? Now let's try to find the integer value of the boolean itself. Integer value of true. What it should give? Because everything is plus and minus, zero and ones, right? So true will give us the int value of true is one. Okay, and the int value of false is zero. Okay, this much is correct. But if you give int value of true, what should this one give? This does not understand this thing. So it will give us a value error. That int does not understand anything with base, and it does not understand anything like this. It will only understand the boolean values, either true or false. Okay, got it, guys? This much?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Sorry, I didn't get the last part actually.
Okay. So this one you're saying, right?
Yes,
This
yes,
part?
yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So you see the difference here. This true and this true. Can you find the difference between these two? This is a boolean. What this boolean does is boolean is just a true or false value of any kind of boolean, any kind of comparison, be it any kind of thing that we are doing, which is giving us a true or false. That is the thing. This one, but this true is inside double quotes, right? This is a string. So this is a string. So this int cannot understand this kind of things. Int cannot understand this kind of strings and all. Int can only understand your true and false values.
Okay,
And
those
other things,
Boolean only it will understand. Apart from that, it didn't
yeah,
understand anything.
apart from Boolean, it won't understand anything. But if you give this one, int 3.0, so it is transforming this into 3. It will understand this kind of things. Are you getting? It is
Yeah,
transforming, it is converting the float to int.
yeah.
It is
Okay.
converting this to int, but it won't understand the strings and all.
Okay.
Okay.
It understand numerical. Apart from that, for any strings and all, it will
Yeah,
understand
apart
true and
from,
false. Okay.
uh,
Got it.
yes,
For any
strings
string,
it won't understand.
it is the value error, right?
Yeah, yeah. For any strings value error, because this value does not understand.
Mm.
Okay, clear, guys? Okay, now
Yes.
Yeah, got it.
now now we have Boolean operators. Boolean operators are very important. So we have this. So in Boolean operator, what are the Boolean operators? Greater, less than, and greater than equal, equal, double equal, and then not equal. So these are our basic Boolean operators on which the entire many while loops, for loops are dependent upon. Mostly while loops and many other conditions, if conditions, any other many things are condition. So let's try to understand what this did. These always give us the responses in Boolean values like true and false. That's it. That's why it is called Boolean operator. Okay. All right. So tell me, is 50 greater than 60 or not? Is it? No?
False.
False.
Zero.
What should it give? It should give us false. If we had given int of 50 greater than 60, it gives us 0. All right. That's what that was doing. It is transforming the entire false into 0. Okay. And if we give print 50 greater than 0, 50 greater than 60, then also it will give us false. Then just printing. It is also giving the boolean, it is also giving the boolean. Nothing changed. Then is 50 equal to 60? No, right? This is also be false. Oh, yes, correct. Sorry. This is also true because 50 is not equal to 60. But if we had given 50 equal to 60, it would have given false, right? Got it? So now let's try to understand both the things. This one, many of the times we get confused with this one, Boolean operator of checking whether it is equal or not, and the assigning, which is the equal sign, because equal assigns a value. Okay, this value gets assigned into it. The 16 will get assigned into it. So if we do any kind of operation later on, a equal to a plus 5, and then if I'm going to print a, then what it will do? It will just print. How? First, a got the value of 6 into 16 into a. Then that 16 is stored into this a. Then this a got the value of the previous a plus 5. So what was the previous a? It was 16, right? So 16 plus 5, 21 got stored. And if we give a print a, then it will give print. Okay. You guys are aware of the print statements, right? Print statements will give us just the output. It will just show us the output of the user. All right. Now let's suppose I have a question mark equal to 50, correction equal to 0.5, then mark equal to mark equal to mark plus correction, then correction equal to correction plus correction, then mark equal to mark plus correction. Okay, guys, what should be the answer for this one? Print of mark. At last, what will be the answer of mark?
51.5.
Yes, correct. 51.5. Because mark is storing this 50, correction is storing this 50, then mark is getting stored 50.5. Then correction is equal to correction plus correction. That means correction becomes 0.5 plus zero point 0.5. That means 1.0. Then mark, what was mark? Mark was 50.5 plus 1.0. So it becomes 51.5. Great. Next is logical operator. Now, logical operator is another very, very important concepts of our entire operations and operators that we are going to deal with, which are and, or, and not. Okay. So this helps us in understanding the entire entire code flow, like how and which one are correct and how do we combine many conditions. Okay, because we're not going to combine just a few boolean operators. We're not going to just use the boolean operators single-handedly. We're going to combine many of the boolean operators, and that in that cases we will be needing many logical operators also. So what does logical operator does? What does logical operator do is, so um, let's suppose if one person is giving exam of GMAT 70, okay, this is the condition that he needs GMAT. His GMAT score should be greater than 720, and his interview marks also should be greater than 50. What does it do? What does it say is, if his mark is 720, greater than 720 in GMAT, as well as his interview marks also should be greater than 50, only then he will be qualified, and only then this will return as a true statement. That means it will move forward, otherwise it will be a false. Whatever statement is there inside this will be there inside this condition will not even go inside if any one of the condition is false. Okay. Now, let's try to, if I have A and B and C and D, what is it saying? There will be some value here, true or false, some value here, true or false, some value here, true or false, some value here, true or false. All of them need to be true in order in order for the entire answer to be true. If any one of them is false, the entire thing will be false. Okay. But if we have or in place of it, then what happens? If any of them is true, then the code will return as true. If all of them are false, only then it will be false. This is the entire thing of A and B. Okay. This is, I'm just running the code, that's why it is giving error. Don't bother about it. I'm just giving just for an example, just for you to understand. Now, let's suppose we'll just give an example. Will you I make one text? Okay. Give me one. Will you go out on Friday night? Um, it's a different thing. You're not going out. You're stuck with me. Let's friend's birthday or friend's um, mom's birthday or friend is um, went along. Now, if any of this condition is true, then you will go out. But if all of them are false, then you will not go out. In generic terms, if we have to just get it on a usual thing, right? That whether you will go on this place, will go this place, will go this place. Until and unless you will go to one place, you will be going somewhere, right? But when you are not going to anywhere, only then you will say that I have not gone anywhere, right? So in general terms, in general language, we will be saying those kind of things. Now, there is a truth table which deals in all those things. So you might be aware of it, but still, let me just draw this quickly, and then we can move forward. So the basic truth table is one is for true and zero is for false. Truth table is for and. There are many complex tables which can be formed from this, but we are just doing the basic one. If it is 00, 01, 10, 11. What did we discuss, guys? In and, if any of them is false, it is false. If any of them is false, it is false. Any of them is false, it is false. If both are true, only true. Because one is indicating what? One is indicating a true, zero is indicating a false. And in the n truth table, if any of them is false, then the entire thing is false. Okay. How we are going to actually use this, we'll learn ahead when we will be learning other loops and other concepts. So x, y, x or. Now we have to focus on this or. So 00, 01, 10, 11. Both false, only false. One true, both true. One true, true. Both true, true. Got it? Clear, guys? Yes. Correct. So let's try to uh, check a few of the. Let's try to do this in this. What we have given, we will give a equals to 10. Then we are checking a is greater than 5. A is greater than 5. A is greater than 20, or a is less than 2. Tell me, guys. A is 10. Is a greater than 5 or not? It's true. Is a greater than 20 or not? It's false, right? It's false. A is not greater than 20. Is a less than 2? Is it
False.
false? Both these conditions are false. But because this one condition is true, the entire logic will give us true.
True. Okay.
Got it? In the
Yeah.
same thing, if I had given and, then this entire thing would have turned false. Because two are false. Even if one had been false, we would have gotten false. Let's suppose this one was 9. This is true, but this is false, right? Or still this is false. You got it right now. Got it now, right? And just a few moments ago, we discussed unary operator, where we need only one operand, right? So in one operand, what is the one operand? It is the not. So not only plays with one value. It just plays with true or false. Whatever the value we will get, if we use a not, it will just reverse it. So if I just do not, not of this thing, just to, it was false. It just reversed it, right? So not is an unary operator. Correct? Got it, guys? So if I just write not true, it will be false. If I say not false, it will print, it will give us true. Okay. If x equal to 0 and I print and I write not x, it will print true. If x equal to 1 and I write not x, it will give me 0. That is false. Correct, guys? Everything okay? Understood? Now, just a few things. In Python, when we will be incrementing, let's suppose in the loops and all, we will be anyway discussing this thing. When we, let's suppose we have a string, we will be dealing a string anyway, but just if we have given a equal to a plus world, what do you think? These two will be merged?
Yes.
Yes, these two will be merging. So print a, if I give you, it will be merging both these things. And if I, and in other languages, you might have seen a plus plus. If we have to increment, it is not allowed here. We have to write either a equal to a plus 1 or we have to write a plus equals to 1. Okay. The same thing. If I just write a modulo equal to 2, it actually means a equal to, it actually means a equal to a modulo 2. Okay. So that's it. If we can also check if hello is greater than world, it will give us false because it is doing the comparison of this string's first values ASCII numbers comparison. So if this one is greater than this one or not, it will just check. It will just try to uh, it will means, just try to go one by one. If everything is greater than this one, only then it will give us true. Let me check with say true because in ASCII each of these value is greater than each of these values. That's why it is giving true. If one had been false, it would not have given. So you can also try many things on your own just to explore what these things will return, how these things go. So all good, okay for today, guys. Were you?
Yes.
Was I any? Was I any good? Was I like bearable? Okay. What's your feedback? Anything?